Then we see Ricochet. So it was kind of like, okay, what's going to happen with Ricochet? What's going to happen with Nakamura? That was a bigger question, because if he wasn't going to win the World Heavyweight Championship, which he obviously did not, and much to our disappointment, this appears to be maybe his next feud, I guess. It looks like Ricochet is still mad about something that happened weeks ago with Nakamura, and they're just reigniting it. So Nakamura is being interviewed, and that is even being nice, because Nakamura was not in the mood to talk, which I was like, I don't blame him. Also, shout out to Nakamura for that suit game. He looked
He's
good.
styling, profiling.
Yeah, I liked that a
Really
lot. He
was.
looked good. So he was not interested in talking about anything about the match with Seth or not winning the title, whatever. And then Ricochet just comes out of nowhere and just starts attacking him, and security breaks it up fairly quickly. And later he does come well, because when Ricochet comes out for the match later, you see Nakamura is like, no, and he comes and attacks him, trying to at least take him out of the match, which doesn't happen. But that leads to Ricochet demanding a match with him. And we see that they are going to have a Falls Count Anywhere match next week. And I am just like, they're going full out with Raw, SmackDown, and NXT, man. And
They're
I'm
making
here
you
for it.
watch. They're making you watch programming with matches like this. You don't have matches like this on cable television for no reason.
So how do you feel about them seemingly just ending abruptly what was going on between him and Seth, and just having them both go in different directions already? Do you like that?
Yes.
Are you happy with Nakamura feuding with Ricochet?
Yes, because Nakamura just needed to be in a title match to elevate him into that we'll say card, and elevate him. But now with him feuding with Ricochet, now if we're gonna feud with him, that's gonna elevate Ricochet up there as well. So it kind of works both ways. And we've already said it. Nakamura doesn't need a title, to be a champion in the fans' eyes. That makes sense. He needs to be in those matches. He was. So the next step there is he was in those matches. Now let's get people that he was in the mid card with to that stage of the card. And Ricochet's there. It's like he's an inch away. He just needs that one feud to get him there. And Nakamura is that guy that can really pull it out of him, especially with how his heel run is going right now. It's a really good way to really launch Ricochet into that next tier as a babyface.
I do think this is a match that Nakamura needs to win, though.
They need to have a
Especially,
couple. They need to have a couple, and you need to win one.
yeah, I just think that if you're going from a last man standing match to then a Falls Count Anywhere, like if you want to continue making Nakamura look tough, then they have to have him win this one. Because if it's going to be his first one after that big match, I feel like he needs to win this one. It can be a feud that keeps going, but I think he needs to get the win right now.
Yes,
But
absolutely.
regardless, I'm excited to see it. That's going to be, I would assume, quite a big part of Raw next week. So